Welcome back to another Power Hour Speed Clean with me. I am Ree from mummyof4.com. I do lots of these speed cleans on my channel as well as vlogs, hauls, all that kind of thing. I'm hoping this video will give you some motivation to speed clean your own home. So I'm starting just after I've done the nursery pickup. So my youngest, that's Zara, does a half day in school and the others do a full day. So I'm just clearing away our lunch, popping those bits in the dishwasher. This speed clean, it's a power hour, but it's actually in 3 parts. This is realistically how I managed to stay on top of my home. So we're just grabbing some Method pink grapefruit and cleaning down the surfaces while Zara's finishing her food next to me. So going back to how I realistically clean my home, I do like to fit in a power hour where I can, but often my power hour is split with gaps in the middle to go and do another school pickup or see to one of my children or whatever needs doing. It's very rare I get left totally uninterrupted to clean or do anything at all. I'm sure you understand if you've got children. So just because you can't fit in an entire hour doesn't mean you shouldn't do little jobs when you can. So this video is an hour of cleaning, but it is spread over little sections of the day. So I'm now just emptying out Zara's lunchbox. She doesn't actually have packed lunch in school, but when I go to pick her up, oh, it's a drawing she did, isn't it beautiful? When I go to pick her up, I do take a little wrap or a sandwich or something for her to eat on the way back, rather than just some sort of rubbishy snack. Now just a bit of Method granite cleaner, because this isn't actually granite worktop, it's a quartz worktop, but it's a very similar thing. And this granite worktop cleaner stuff smells amazing. It smells like fizzy apple chewits. Honestly, go and sniff it for yourself. It smells great. I mean, you know, don't sniff it, it's a cleaner. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, guys. Anyway, cleaning down the hob, which I haven't used. It's just, I don't know, just to kind of wipe off dust or whatever. Zara wanting to join in, wanting a little bit of a jig and a dance. She's so funny. And then I can carry on. She actually really enjoys cleaning. She said, "Mummy, can we go home and do cleaning?" when I picked her up today. So now just finishing the last bit. She is the slowest eater in the world, bless her, so she's still sort of eating bits of her lunch. I'm just putting the last bits of it away in the dishwasher, now giving her a hairband back and clearing up the remnants of food. If you look just to the left of the screen, you can see some blocks and some orange funny tape stuff as I clean up this kitchen table. That's because we are in the process of doing an extension, so make sure you're subscribed so that you can catch that vlog. Now to get Zara's school bag put away in her little school bag station. Now I'm tidying up our sofa. Now this sofa is the old purple sofa that we had from the old house. The cushions never sit right on it. We are waiting. I have ordered, if you saw my going to next and choosing a new sofa vlog that I filmed with Zara, we have ordered lovely new sofas, but they take weeks and weeks and weeks to come. So for now I've got the grey cover on this sofa, but it does just keep falling apart. And I don't think it's the cover's fault as much as the cushions underneath just always dislodge themselves on the sofa. Just moving my husband's stuff that he's left slung on the seat by the table. I'm popping my handbag away, which goes in a little box under my desk in my office. It's just, I keep a little box in one place to put all my handbags and just my bits and pieces that I take out and about that I can grab ready to go. Now Zara and I are going to sort some laundry. This is one of those days where I end up regretting my life decisions, because some days I'm really, really good and I take things out of the dryer and I immediately sort them into the boxes, because you can see just on the sort of the right hand side of the screen there are different Calyx boxes and each family member has got one, and in theory I take them straight out of the dryer and they go straight into those boxes. If however I'm in the process of running out of the door, then I just need to swap over the washing and the drying. I tend to just whip all the stuff out of the dryer and leave it on top of that fold down ironing board you can see just above Zara's head. Then I end up with loads and loads of washing like I've got now that all needs sorting, and like I say, I end up regretting my life decisions, like why didn't I do this at the time, why did I let it mount up? But it's okay because I've got the most beautiful little helper to help me. Right, those are colour catchers that have gone grey and yucky, and I use them for all sorts of other jobs, so kind of muckier jobs that I wouldn't want to use my nice microfiber cloths for. I use them for things like wiping rainwater out of Zara's little pink push-along car that I use to take her back and forth to school, just mopping up spills and things. So they can be reused, things like that, like a reusable colour catcher. When they are no good out of the colour catcher, can be used for other things. Now to empty out the wet washing out of the washing machine and pop it into the dryer, which is stacked on top of my washing machine with that special stacker thingy. And do not forget, guys, to empty the fluff out of the fluff filter, that's obviously the official name for it, into a fluff bin. I mean, you can put it in a normal bin, but I, until we moved here, never had a fluff bin. I always had to go traipsing to another room to put dryer fluff into the bin. And having a fluff bin on top of my dryer has changed my life. Now that the dryer is on, Zara and I are going to sort some more already dry washing. Zara is finding all of the little wipes for me and putting them in a pile, and also all of the long navy socks that we're putting in this basket to sort later. They're just too difficult to pair up because they've got bows on them by just glancing at them now, so we will do all of those in one job lot later and figure out the different sizes on them. I've even made the mistake of buying long navy socks with bows on them from different places, so they're different shades of navy and they're a real pain to pair up. So my suggestion to you is buy them all from the same place, and then at least it doesn't matter, as long as you've got a left and a right, whether they're from the same pair, if that makes any sense. So Zara really enjoys sorting with me. She's only 3. She likes this Mummy and Zara time, as she calls it, and she really enjoys the, well, she thinks it's a game. And to be honest, the younger you can get them involved, the less they are bothered by being involved. So now we are actually emptying out the baskets of washing, or the boxes into the basket, should I say, so that everyone can put their own stuff away themselves. This is something that I have as a bit of a policy with my children. I give them a basket of their own clothes and they put it away as young as possible. If you can train your children to do this, it helps them to become more self-sufficient. It's a good life skill, and it just makes your life a little bit easier. Let's face it, it's not all on you, and your children are involved in helping to take care of themselves. It's a good thing. So this is a pair of clean gym shorts. Rather than taking them upstairs, and put them straight in Zara's school bag because they need to go back to school. Now to carry all the gazillions of baskets of washing up the stairs to put inside the relevant rooms. That's William's washing plonked on his desk, and Bella's basket of washing plonked on her dressing table. They can deal with that when they get home from school. Now Zara and I are going to tackle these socks. You may notice Zara has got changed again. She's dressed herself in a Cinderella dress, and those long blue socks, they're not the ones they wear to school, but they're the same type of socks as the ones I'm desperately trying to pair up. She thinks are gloves, you know, whatever makes her happy. So as you can see, you have to look very carefully at these silly socks, because some of them are like a bluey navy bow and some of them are more of a dark navy bow, honestly, and there are so many different sizes. I think I've got 3 or 4 different sizes of these socks, because obviously the girl's been wearing them for a number of years, and pairing them up is like one of those jigsaws that is made primarily of baked beans. But never mind, I'm not going to complain. Look, see the difference? See the difference in the colours of navy? Anyway, this is one of my very first world problems, I'm aware, but it is a bit of a pain. So it's much easier to do it when they're all just in one place than with the rest of the washing. Now I'm actually going to put away my own basket of washing. Most of this stuff is stuff that doesn't get hung up to dry. This is all stuff that has been in the dryer. So it's some underwear, it's kind of loungewear stuff that I wear in the evenings or to bed. I don't know if you can see, but I'm KonMari folding everything, which means I fold everything into thirds in on itself and then make kind of a triangle out of it, if that makes any sense. If you have seen the KonMari method popularised by Marie Kondo, there is a Netflix series on that if you're interested. As a total aside, by the way, has anyone seen the Home Edit on Netflix? Because I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It is an organisation junkie's absolute dream, where they go around organising homes. They organise homes of celebrities, like super amazing, you know, huge walk-in closets in America, much bigger than anything we have here in the UK, and really dreamy, you know, massive organisation. Then they organise some more sort of real homes as well. But I just loved it, loved it. There were only a few episodes, I think 8 episodes or something. I binged them pretty much all in one go. So if you are into a little bit of organisation, go and check that out. They also have a YouTube channel. Or maybe it's a YouTube series on Reese Witherspoon's channel. I will see if I can find it and link it below. But just as a total aside, not massively to do with cleaning, but indeed to do with home organisation. Go and check that out. Anyway, I am slotting some of my stuff away into these baskets which go into my Calyx unit. We recycle the Calyx units from the old house, and then the baskets form sort of drawers. I actually prefer them because I can pull them all the way out to organise them much easier than I would a drawer, and then they just hide behind those big doors, the big slidey doors anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This is my legging hanger for putting my, well, leggings on. It's like a multi-hanger thing. It's just so easy to keep everything neat and tidy. If you are interested in some wardrobe organisation bits and pieces, I will link my blog posts and my recent wardrobe organisation tour and my spring to, or not my spring, even my summer to autumn wardrobe switch over video. I will link all those below. Now to pop away some towels which live in these boxes just inside my bedroom, because our airing cupboard has a large tank in it. So we don't have loads of storage in there, but when our boiler failed, I was oh so grateful for the large tank. Then I took a little break to do some work and go and do the school pickup. So now we fast forwarded to later in that day where I've got all my babies home and it's time for them all to go and put away their laundry. So Bella is tackling her stuff. She's 5. She can do it mostly without help. William is that much more independent at 8. Zara needs a fair amount of help because bless her, she's only 3. She's getting there. She likes to feel she is helping. She doesn't really want to do things unless she wants to do them, if that makes sense. So if she's like, Mummy, come on, let's clean, and then I can get her to use a fluffy duster or help me sort laundry, she's quite cool with that. She does not like putting away her own toys, but it doesn't mean she gets away without doing it. We do all kind of muck in to help her because she's littler and she will be expected to do more as she gets older, but equally I can't expect her to do as much as the big ones because she's only 3. So we're just popping away these night nappies. They were all in cloth nappies. Well, I discovered cloth nappies when Will, who's my second, was 8, and since then I haven't bought disposable because I like the cloth nappies and I found them, as I already had them, to be cheaper. So Zara just wears a nappy at night. Most nights it's dry, but some nights it's not. So as we've got them anyway, we pop those on for bedtime. It's not something that bothers me as such. I think if children, you know, take their own time, as long as they're dry in the day, which is most important so they can go to school and things, I think a lot of children take a bit longer at night, and I think that's fine. Now I'm in what looks like a very messy corner of Zara's room, sorting her uniform. Now each of them have got one of these little stacker things you can see behind me. Zara's is pink. I will link a uniform sorter below that actually has days on the week on it that I found since my little ones have these uniform sorters. These from IKEA, but I think the one I'm linking below is probably better. Anyway, they've got a hole for each day of the week, and in there goes everything they need to wear. So I filled for the girls a cardigan, a t-shirt, a pinafore or a skirt, their socks or tights in the winter, and then it will be vests and things as well, and a pair of knickers. I used to put hair things in there as well, but I have moved their hair, the school hair station anyway, to a drawer in my bedroom because they both use the same stuff anyway, and it's just easier than having to bring it to me. It's all kept in there. But generally, I have found this system to be an absolute game changer. Everything is done on the weekend or just as it comes out of the wash, and it just saves scrabbling around for things on the morning or the night before. We've all been there. It's a blooming nightmare. So if it is all organised, we do it all on a Sunday night to make sure it's all there and sorted. But then as the stuff comes out of the wash through the week, I am filming this video during the week, then it just goes straight away. So it's just less hassle. So rather than putting things away and then putting things away again, it's easier. And that's Zara's room. Not looking perfect, but looking a lot better. And I did move her little dollies from there, and I've made her like a little dressing table because she wanted to be like a big sister. Now into Bella's room. Bella likes stuff. She likes having all her stuff around her. But then when her room is cleared, she loves how tidy her room is. And she finds it difficult to transition from having stuff everywhere to it being tidy. So she wants it to be tidy, but she's only 5, so she's still learning how to keep it tidy. So I think, you know, it's my job as her mum to kind of help her really. So we're just clearing up a little bit. We're not going to do like a full deep clean in here. It's more of a tidy up and a declutter, anything rubbish to go away, bits of Lego. That was like a little lunchbox full of Lego to go in with the rest of her Lego. Just tidy up her bed a bit. And the tidier my children's rooms are, the tidier they keep them, honestly. I mean, other than Zara, who just likes tipping things upside down because she's 3. But the bigger ones, if their rooms are really tidy and we can keep them tidy, then they are more respectful about leaving things around. I find this with the whole house. The tidier the house is, then the easier it is to keep tidy. I feel like this is why I like to do these little bursts of cleaning and tidying, because when it gets to that stage, it's like tipped into overwhelm. You have to do like a full house clean or a full declutter in order to get back on top of it. And the secret to having a tidy home, really, the only way I found it is absolutely little and often. So look, Bella's room, not immaculate, but back to clear surfaces, a lot tidier than it was, and she will now keep it like that. And look at her happy little face. Literally every time we finish tidying a room, she's like, Mummy, I love it so much, and it just really melts me. Just as an aside, by the way, have you spotted my little pink sofa at the back of the living room? Now, obviously that's not going to live there because the big corner sofa that we have bought is, well, I bought but not, received yet, that I'm waiting for, is going to fill that corner. So it's going to go along with the pink one is and along with the grey one is. But the pink sofa, I think, I bought it for the extension. I'm just dusting, by the way, or dustering as Zara likes to call it, with one of the fluffy dusters. Anyway, I bought that pink sofa for the extension, but I love it so much that I wonder if we should maybe put it in the lounge in the corner as like an occasional feature chair, because the sofa I've ordered is in the greys and I want to put pink cushions on it. Although I love that colour so much, I'm now thinking, oh, should I have just ordered a massive pink corner sofa? But my husband's like, no, that would be too much pink. And I was like, ooh, you could be right. And I don't think I'm going to go off it because I love pink. But anyway, let me know what you think down below. We fast forwarded again. And now, because it is the beginning of October, it is time for me to sort out my organisation station. I've still got a September quote on my letterboard, and I've still got my this month, the next month, the September and October. So I'm using a little bit of magic eraser to wipe off. I've just got these frames with my printables in them. I will link this below with the blog post about how you put all this together. It's got all the printables in there, the links to all the frames, the pens, everything. And now I'm just going to write in, and in fact first I'm going to go and get my phone to write in what is going on this month and next month. So at a glance we can see what will be happening. So it's things like birthdays. Sometimes it would be birthday parties, and in this COVID era there's not much of that going on, but actual birthdays we've got to buy for, inset days, school holidays, things that still go on during a COVID era. So don't forget to grab your printables below. You actually get the printables as a welcome gift when you join my email club, and my email club is just where I send out printables and information and all sorts of bits and pieces that might help you to stay organised as a busy person. Let's face it, even though lots of elements of the country are going back into lockdown, and massive hugs I'm sending out to you if that is affecting you, we're still busy, aren't we? Still trying to juggle, especially the schools are still open. Some of us are still trying to work from home. I mean, I always work from home, so it doesn't make much difference to me, but we're still trying to juggle a lot of things. So if you are struggling with the whole lockdown thing, I just want to send a big hug. Anyway, now to do my letterboard. I got this little box, which I will link. I used to find changing over these letterboard signs a nightmare until I organised my letters into these boxes, and then I can actually find the letters I was looking for. It takes a fraction of the time. So I'm going to swap over for an October quote. I struggled to find October quotes I liked. I really liked Trick or Treat Yourself from Parks and Recreation. It was Treat Yourself, wasn't it? But none of my family have seen that, so they're like, what's that? Don't put that, that's silly. I really like that, so I might swap that over again, especially since it's reasonably easy to swap over. Now I've got this box. See if you can guess what I'm writing, by the way, by the time you actually see it. But do let me know in the comments which other October-y type, Halloween-y type quotes, what should I be writing on my letterboard this month? Let's share them below and we can all inspire each other. So one thing I do find with putting these letterboards together, don't press them in too early. Position them around so that you can move them around before you push them down. Because if you push them all down and realize you need to reposition them, it is a right pain and it takes ages and ages. So just pop them in place, and then you need to rejig them, reposition them a little bit. I count the lines between the lines, if that makes sense, like the lines between the sentences. to see if I can space them out properly before I push them all down. Can you tell what it says yet? Can you tell? And also, which song is that from that's kind of Halloween, and which movie is that song in? Let me know in the comments if you know. Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. My latest video and another video you may enjoy from my channel are on screen now. See you guys soon. Bye!